Thank you to everybody for taking time out of their day. I know time is valuable. I just wanted to say good morning and welcome to the Peoria Fire Department. It is my pleasure to have you today in our house. I'd like to take this time to recognize our dignitaries that are here today, and I do apologize if I missed anybody. City Manager Patrick Urick, Assistant City Manager Kimberly Richardson, 2nd District Councilman Chuck Grabe, Councilman Karen Valpula, Councilwoman Jensen, 5th District Councilor Dennis Sear, Councilman Zach Euler, our Project Medical Director Matt Jackson, East Peoria Fire Chief Bobby Zimmerman, Fond du Lac Park District Chief Mike Johnson, and many other city leaders that are here today. Thank you for the opportunity to be before you today. It is with great pride that I now introduce our City Manager, Patrick Urick.
Thanks, Chief. Yes, it is a great day. It's always a great day to recognize great leadership and the great leadership that we have here with both our chief and our assistant chief. I also see that we have some members of our Fire and Police Commission are here. I want to recognize them. I also want to recognize the leadership of Local 50 being here as well. I want to thank them for being here. This is a great day. This is a great opportunity to recognize the leadership and the vision that these two gentlemen represent that are heading up this department. I look forward to working with them over the next couple of years, several years, I'll say that. How's that? That's one of the issues that we talked about during the interview process. But I also look forward to their approach towards the fire service and what they're going to try and do and some of the innovative efforts that they're already talking about doing. And so I'm looking forward to seeing that come to fruition. So at this point, I don't want to delay any longer. I just want to thank you all for being here. This is very important for the fire department. It's very important for the city of Peoria. And so I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to ask Chief Sollberger's father, Bob, to come up, who is a retired battalion chief, and he's going to do the pinning of Chief Sollberger. So, thank you very much.
Which one? Gotta be that one.
When we speak of leadership and professionalism, I apologize, I'm a little nervous today. We think of firefighters like Rick Morgan. I've personally known Rick since the day I came on the job. From the moment that I've known him, Rick has displayed a level of commitment and dedication to being a professional firefighter, and that he is admired by most. Rick is born and raised in the city of Peoria. He's a graduate of Peoria Manual. I love mentioning that he's an all-state basketball player for Manual. We banter back and forth about me being a Peoria High alumni and him playing basketball at Manual. As a graduate of Peoria Manual, Rick displayed his toughness and leadership on the hardwood and brought that same level of what we admire most to the department in 1993. Rick rose through the ranks over the course of his career and displayed a compassion and dedication to being a professional firefighter. Ask anyone on this department, and we all love Rick. This is what makes him special and separates him from the rest. It is with great pride that I take this moment to announce Rick Morgan as the next Assistant Chief of the Peoria Fire Department. Thank you, Rick, for being who you are and helping to lead this department to the future.
Thank you, Chief Sollberger, for the kind words. I'm not going to take up too much of you guys' time because I know everybody got other things to do. I just got a few words. First of all, I do really think it's remarkable to have two young men from this city who were educated in the public schools to lead this department. I don't think that's happened in a long time. So I like to give a shout out to the public school system for the Peoria public school system for educating us and allowing us to lead this department. I am honored to have the opportunity to lead this department and move it forward. I would like to thank the leaders that came before us that gave us a great platform to build off. We have great chemistry. I'm sorry, I don't have my cheaters on. We have great chemistry as a command staff. We look forward to improving ways to meet the community needs. We have a fire department that will continue to be involved in our community at a very high level. In order for this fire department to be a success, we have to be involved in tuning our community. We will have challenges, however, with our experience and positive mindsets, we will overcome them. I'd just like to tell you guys thank you. We're excited to continue to push this fire department forward. Thanks.
It's a very humbling moment. To think where we are today and standing before you, I take great pride in being a firefighter. Seems like yesterday, it was April 3rd, 1998, being down at the training tower, being with my grandmother, and being pinned by Chief Ernie Russell, and being sworn in as a commissioned firefighter. I'm sure most of you have heard, almost to a nauseous state, about how proud I am about being a third-generation firefighter right here in the city of Peoria. I reflect on my childhood and being around the great Peoria firefighters. I learned so much about dedication to community, being involved in many organizations, too many to list. It's very rewarding. While I'd be lying to you that I always envisioned being a Peoria firefighter or even fathoming the fact of being a fire chief. I always loved being around the Peoria firefighters and how they displayed their dedication and professionalism and their involvement within the community. I always had visions of being a professional baseball player. But when those dreams crushed at the mere age of 12, I had to start thinking about other paths. When I was attending ICC and playing baseball, my father and mother asked, "Have you ever thought about being a firefighter?" To be honest, my father never put that type of pressure on me, and I thank him for that. But I did take a ride-along course through ICC that he suggested that allowed me to go and just watch the profession. I was hooked on day one. I saw dedication, devotion, toughness, brotherhood and sisterhood, community, and passion for helping people on a daily basis. I will tell you, this is the most rewarding profession in the world in my biased opinion. When the community calls 911, it is their worst day. We have the rare and unique ability to walk into people's lives and affect it every single day in a positive way. I have never taken that for granted. In closing, I have to thank so many people, and I know I'm going to miss somebody, so I do apologize. First and foremost, thank you to my wife of 27 years. We were two crazy kids. Our parents probably looked at us a little sideways. At 21 and 20 years old, respectively, I've always teased her about robbing the cradle. But truly, thank you for putting up with me and my crazy dedication of being a firefighter. Without you, I do not know where or who I would be. My children, I love you, and I know I've missed many things over the years, but you're always in my heart. my parents. You raised me in a way to show empathy, to be a hard worker, have a good attitude, and treat people the way you want to be treated yourself. To all the firefighters of Peoria, who I had the absolute pleasure of working with and training with over the course of my career, the Bob Sollbergers, the Byron Yangs, the Mike Morrows, Gary Norbaum, Larry Carter, Ted Mullally, Dennis Doyle, Mike Brennan, Dave Clark, Maurice Super, Gary Van Voorhees, Jim Anderson, and so many more that brought us to where we are today. And for that, I say thank you. Lastly, thank you to the community of Peoria for having faith in me to lead this great department and continue to provide excellent emergency services to Peoria. You will not be disappointed with this young, hardworking command staff that we have in place. I will always be grateful and will never take this community for granted. Anyone who knows me knows I love ending in quotes, so I'll end with one today. Bear with me. Ability is what you're capable of doing. Motivation determines what you do. Attitude determines how well you do it. At the Peoria Fire Department, we have the ability to do many great things. We are motivated on a daily basis to perform at a high level, and we will do all this with a great attitude for the Peoria community. Thank you for coming today. That's all I have. There's refreshments in the large conference room, and everyone can stay as long as they'd like. Thank you.